Massages my gums, though. It makes
You
it
guys,
feel so
I don't
much
know
better.
if you know this, but David has a very strong, he loves fart jokes and making fart noise.
I do not. That
You are
is
such a
so
liar.
embarrassing. How
Tell it
dare
to my heart.
Well,
when he-
it is 3 o'clock. I'm going to tell it to your brain, which you have 2 brain cells left for today.
I watched something online and it killed my brain cells.
Yeah, it really kind of gave us not an appetite thing.
Heebie-jeebies.
Don't go down the YouTube dark hole because you never know what you're going to find. Anyway, but you're going to find the Sunnyverse because we're rising and shining every single day. And today we have a 3 o'clock on the show that's on in the afternoon. All the cool kids, all the members of Sunny TV know it as...
A Clockwork Orange. No, just kidding. Afternoon Delight.
That's right. And we're about to take flight. We've got a pop culture Thunderdome quiz today that deals with International Tea Day edition.
I'm out.
This is sponsored, of course, by the Spice and Tea Exchange. Miss Colleen gave me a little tea, and she goes, "Would you do a quiz for me, little sugar britches?" And I said, absolutely.
Colleen spilled the tea.
She
Get
did.
it?
She did spill the tea. And then, of course, we're going to spill it over at Boat Drinks. Meme it or leave it. We've got some funny ones today and a Reddit rundown report. That's all I'm going to say. And then we're going to get into Is This News? Mel sent over 3 news stories in which classically we're going to tell her, is it news or is it just a bunch of snooze? And then, of course, we've got Hey Girl Hey horrible horoscopes. We've got Sagittarius and Capricorn on deck today. That means my mom is on deck.
Oh.
So we'll see what happens. But before we get into the doom and gloom of that, let's get into Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz. Can I get some theme music, please?
Sunday music about tea.
It's the tea edition. Oh, no. All right.
Oh, no, Linda.
All right, first question, true or false? International Tea Day is officially observed on May 21st by the United Nations.
False.
Okay. And next up, multiple choice. Which country is most commonly credited as the birthplace of tea drinking? Is it thank you, India? Or is it China? Is it England? Or is it Japan?
It's China. We learned that from Ashim.
Okay. Next up, true or false? All tea, including black, green, white, oolong, and puree, comes from the same plant species.
False. I'm saying false.
Okay. Next up, multiple choice.
Oh, I like this one.
Earl Grey is traditionally flavored with what? Lavender, bergamot, vanilla bean, or orange blossom?
Bergamot. B.
Okay. Next up, true or false? The Boston Tea Party was mainly a protest because tea had suddenly become too expensive for colonists. Jeez.
I don't know that was the reason they did it, but they threw all the tea into the harbor because the taxes. I'm saying,
Don't forget you have Baby Thunderdome.
yeah, I'm going Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right.
Because
All right.
Ashim's not here for me to cheat off of.
True or false? Tea is a drink.
True.
That's good. Excellent.
True.
Nice. All right, number 6. Which Portuguese royal is often credited for helping make tea fashionable in England after marrying King Charles II? Was it Catherine of Braganza? Was it Isabella of Castile? Was it Maria Theresa? Or was it Anne Boleyn?
It's Baby Thunderdome is what it is.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right. Second question. Multiple guess. What do people usually drink tea from? A shoe, a teacup, a mailbox, or a pillow?
Teacup.
Excellent. All right. Next up, true or false? Matcha is made by steeping whole loose tea leaves in hot water and then removing them before drinking.
False.
Okay. Next up, multiple guess. Which tea is often associated with a smoky flavor because it's traditionally dried over pine wood fires?
Colleen, I'm calling a friend.
Is it Lapsang Souchong, or
my
is
God.
it jasmine tea? Is it chamomile tea, or is it Darjeeling First Flush?
It's Baby freaking Thunderdome, bro.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right. Question number 3. True or false? Hot tea is usually served warm or hot.
True.
That's right. Good job.
Context clues.
Very difficult there. All right, next up, true or false? Tea became so valuable in parts of history that compressed tea bricks were sometimes used as a form of currency.
I'm going to say true.
Okay.
Sounds true.
Next up, last one, multiple guess. Which tea is famous for being partially oxidized, placing it between green tea and black tea? Is it oolong? Is it rooibos? Is it peppermint? Or is it hibiscus?
I'm going to say A. A.
Okay.
Ula chula.
All right. That's it. Let me go get that answer key.
Bum, ba, da, 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 ding.
All right.
I love our theme songs.
International Tea Day is officially observed on May 21st by the United
Oh,
Nations.
shit. I read it as March.
Oh,
I said false.
but you meant...
I meant
I'm
true.
going to give it to you
I meant
because
true.
yeah,
I read May.
you're going
or
too
March.
fast, sweetie. That's why you got to slow down.
It's true.
I'll give it to you. You're
Oh,
fine.
yay!
You're fine. The United Nations recognizes May 21st as International Tea Day.
Okay.
Next up, which country is commonly credited as the birthplace of tea drinking?
China.
That is correct. Tea origins often trace back more than 5,000 years ago when you were born. China
Oh.
is widely credited at the birthplace of drinking. The FAO notes tea's ancient origins and its continuing cultural and economic importance. What is up?
The lizard.
Oh, we have a lizard in
He's
here.
right there on the light post.
Where?
Looks-
Oh, he's a cutie. Lizzie!
Get out,
Good,
bro.
get the mosquitoes. I'm fine.
No,
Earl
we
Grey.
have Corey for that.
Earl Grey is traditionally flavored.
Wait.
Wait. All tea, including black, green, white, oolong, and perrette, comes from the same plant species.
False.
It is true. You are wrong. True tea, Mel, comes from the Camellia sinensis plant. The major categories depend largely on how the leaves are processed, oxidized, aged, or prepared. Tiny leaf, huge identity crisis.
The more you know.
Earl Grey is traditionally flavored with what?
Bergamot.
That is correct. It is traditionally flavored with bergamot because a citrus fruit that is exact origin of is a little foggy, which appropriate for a tea that sounds like it owns a velvet smoking jacket. I do love an Earl Grey.
I like Earl Grey.
All right, Boston Tea Party was the protest. What was it?
I said Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law, you would have said?
True.
Oh,
False.
It's false. Trick Kettle, the tea actually lowered the price of legally imported tea. The
Yeah.
deeper issue, what you were correct, was the
Taxes.
taxation. Yeah.
No taxation without representation.
So I know you went Baby Thunderdome on this, but which Portuguese royal was credited for helping make tea fashionable in England? What would you have said in a court of law?
Isabel of Katakata.
No.
The first one.
No.
C.
No.
Okay, so it's Anne Boleyn.
No.
The
It's Catherine of Braganza.
Oh, I said that like 9 guesses ago.
Oh, okay. Catherine of Braganza married King Charles II in 1662 and is strongly associated with making tea fashionable among the English court. She was basically a royal influencer with a teacup.
That's lovely.
All right, matcha with the whole leaves. What you said?
False.
That's correct. Matcha is a powdered green. We know that already.
I love a matcha.
I love a matcha. Like ceremonial matcha, honey. I ain't going cheap on that.
I'm going to have a ceremony of matchas too.
Yeah. All right. What did you say is often associated with a smoky flavor?
Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law. In a court of law, what would you have said?
The last one.
What is that?
Darjeeling first.
No.
Jasmine.
Wrong.
Lapsang Souchong.
Correct. Lapsang Souchong is famous for its smoky profile. It tastes like tea walked through a campfire wearing silk robe and carrying secrets. Next up, tea became so valuable in parts of history as they compressed them in tea bricks. You said?
True.
That's correct. Compressed tea bricks were historically used as trade parts of Asia, especially in regions where tea traveled long distances. Imagine paying for something with a brick of tea. Honestly, that's kind of cute.
Can we go back to the bartering system, please?
We kind of do down here in the South. Allegedly. Next up, which tea is famous for being partially oxidized, you said?
Oolong.
That is correct. Oolong is partially oxidized, giving a flavor wide range of floral, light to roasted and rich. How did you do?
I got a 90.
Hey, that's an A. Great job.
Let's go to Capybara and bring
You're
Colleen.
free to be with Capybara with me.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
That's a little side story. I've got it. Perfect.
Never mind.
Let's get into Meme It or Leave It. Oh my gosh. All right, this first one. I don't know what's wrong with you, dear. You have barely touched your tiramisu.
Oh, that's funny. I love it.
That's super cute, right? I would eat
That's
that.
really
That's
cute.
delicious. Next up, this is for you, Mel. Today I learned that the average person drops 80 to 90 curse words a day, about 5 per hour. I also learned I'm above average in something.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Next up, my problem is I got one source of income and 13 sources of expenses.
You know what?
A little dip there. Next up, growing up, there was a Cody in every elementary school class,
Yeah.
but as an adult, I haven't met a Cody in years.
What
Where
happened
did they
to
go?
them?
Where'd they go?
Yeah, that's true.
Same thing with David. David was pretty prevalent back in
And
the
so
day
is
too.
Natalie.
Yeah, the only Cody I know is Cody Rigsby, which is my spin coach. Next up, I love that time right as winter is ending, but they aren't making bugs yet. That's when
I like that
Cody
too.
is actually getting ready to go.
Yeah, I'm okay
Corey,
with that too.
Next up, y'all know what you need to binge watch. Y'all's kids.
Ha!
Yes.
Hashtag true freaking story.
Watch your children. You
Yes.
decided to do the act. Go
Binge
watch the
watch your kids. That's funny.
Next up, I don't know. I've got a very busy weekend. The first one is beat the dead horse. Next one is push someone's buttons. The next is skate on thin ice. Next is beat around the bush.
Yes.
The next is put in my 2 cents, but I'm also going to knock it till I try it. And the address of the elephant of the room is at 11 a.m. to 12.
Oh my God, that's pure freaking gold.
Next up, saw an old girlfriend at the coffee shop, so I accidentally dropped my Costco executive membership card in front of her. No big deal.
That's funny. Oh my God, stop.
Next up, these weekends are starting to feel like a 30-minute lunch break.
You know what?
And GL, I'm not gonna lie.
NGL.
And then I think we're finishing this
Last one.
Last one. Me watching my sister's story after she asked me for money for an emergency. Yeah, that emergency.
That face. Look at that dog.
Tiffany. Yeah.
Yeah, Tiff.
Calling her out. Tiff.
Tiffany.
But we can tip the sales over at Boat Drink.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
All right, Mel.
Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, child. Here we go. Addie's Reddit Rundown Report. We've got Best of Redditor update once again.
All right.
And, of course, we have the TLDR. Husband is 30 years old.
30 or 38?
Oh, excuse me. He's 34. She's
34.
30. Okay. My husband keeps sneaking out in the middle of the night.
What are you, 15?
I gotta throw this away because my husband knows about my Reddit account. As the title says, my husband keeps sneaking out in the middle of the night. For as long as I can remember, he's gotten up around 4 a.m. or so to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. That's just how my body is. Excuse me. Let me start that over. I apologize.
The wife gets up to go to the bathroom.
Correct. Yeah. She goes, then that's just how my body is. And lately, when I do so, I won't find my husband in bed. In fact, I can't find him anywhere.
He's going on an adventure.
Now, he does have really bad insomnia, and sometimes on really bad nights, I would find him in the living room watching TV or playing a video game. Also, it's not every single night. It's maybe every other night that he is sneaking out. I'm trying to not let it bother me, but this is going on for quite about a month now, and I'm starting to get really annoyed and worried about where the hell he's going and what he's doing at such weird hours at night.
So do what every other normal person would do. Follow him.
It happened again the other night, and I stayed up until he decided to come home at 6 a.m. Mind you, I don't know how long he was actually gone, just that he hadn't been there when I got up for my 4 a.m. pee. I admit I was pretty cranky and annoyed when he got home, and I asked him, where has he been? He told me not to worry about it. Let's go back to sleep. I kept pushing, and he said he just goes out for a walk. I wasn't satisfied with that answer, but the conversation kept going back to he just takes a walk to burn any extra energy off or just to clear his head when he can't sleep. So I decided to drop it as I was pretty tired and we've been up for an hour to go, and I have to be up for an hour to go to work anyway. Well, it happened again tonight, this morning. I got up to go to the bathroom and I could not find my husband anywhere. Again, I was really annoyed. And I stayed up to see when he would get home.
Doesn't she have cameras? Look at your camera footage.
It was 5:35, so I guess that's improvement at least. When I got home, he looked so sleepy and climbed into bed, and without saying a word, I got out and took my pillow and blanket and came to the couch where I am now.
In my brain, that played out different. I took my pillow.
I know it's petty to give him the silent treatment, but I'm frustrated and I just want to be by myself right now. I can hear him snoring, so I guess his walk worked. I'm not sure what to do now. I'm exhausted and I honestly just want to know the truth. Should I confront him? I'm not big on confrontation, but at the same time, I really know what is going on.
Oh, that's the end of it.
Part 1.
Okay, so my husband is a terrible sleeper. So he usually will go on the couch or in the guest room, but he gets up and down and up and down. So I'm like, don't come in this room with me. You go sleep somewhere else. Now, he doesn't go on like adventures around the town when he's awake. But
Interesting.
if you're that bothered by it, if you get up, and everyone these days has cameras, look at the camera footage, find out when he left, and then follow him. Or don't fall asleep and stay up, and when he takes off, follow him. I mean, it's like what my mom used to do when she wanted to find out where we went. My mother would follow us and show up at parties.
Oh, so okay.
So follow him.
All right. I got some relevant comments here.
Okay.
I mean, he told you he was going for a walk. If you don't believe him, check it if it's true. But be aware that this will probably destroy his trust in you if what he does is really just walking. I don't think anyone would be stupid enough to get up in the middle of the night to go and do what? Cheating? No. And then come back to sleep in the same bed? That would be quite stupid, wouldn't it? The fact that you're not accepting his explanation underlines other problems in your relationship, and he needs to seek help for that insomnia because it will affect his health badly.
Yeah, that's true.
Then Opie says, I do have PTSD, abandonment issues involving an ex leaving in the middle of the night and not coming back for a week. And he actually was cheating. Not necessarily in the middle of the night, but in general. And when he came home, he broke up with me and to be with his side chick. I know it's been over 10 years, but I guess
Let it go.
I never really got over that. Do you know how painful that is? I can't just let something like that go. And I agree that he needs to get his insomnia checked. He's been saying that for years.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Commenter says, do you have any reason to believe he might be cheating? Can it be possible that he's walking because he needs to burn off some energy and so he can go back to sleep? Opie says, I know that logically he might just be going on walks, but I've had an ex in the past leave me in the middle of the night and not return for a week and then break up with me. So now I'm realizing that I could possibly have unresolved issues around this. Other than this, I can't think of any other reason. Then the last commenter, why should Opie automatically have to take his word? Would he do that if the roles were reversed? Even if he was just walking for 2 hours seems a little excessive. I would absolutely have a conversation with him and explain, though you shouldn't have to unless he's just dense, that odd behavior warrants questioning and he shouldn't be shocked by that. Opie says, and that's basically my issue. Why are the walks so long? Am I crazy for thinking it's weird to take long hours at 4 a.m.?
You walk your dogs at 4:30 a.m. I don't think that's strange,
But
David.
not for 2 hours. I'm just saying.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Is there more?
I'm- you
Okay,
think
that's a
you had-
pause.
yeah.
I think if you have unresolved issues about someone cheating on you, I get it. That happens, but it's been 10 years, and if you're gonna put
Such a hard thing to just 1, 2, 3 get over.
no,
though.
but it's been 10 years.
I know. Well, Brian's
So-
death was 10 years too, and I'm still not over it.
But my
I'm just
whole
saying.
thing is, if you're gonna put that on this person, that's not fair to the other person. Like your triggers are not my responsibility. Also, if you know that that's not in his personality. Like, and he says, I'm just going for a walk. You have to trust it. And if
Trust
this-
him.
But this behavior's been going on for a while, then that's just part of what his sleep routine is now. Everybody has people have weird sleep routines all the time.
Right.
Some people are sleepwalkers. But if you're getting that frustrated about it and you're talking to him about it and he's like, no, I'm just going on a walk, like I said, follow him if you need proof. And then when you follow him and it blows up in your face because he's not cheating on you, he's really going on a walk, then you have a whole nother set of issues. But you can't let your own insecurities project onto other people because that's not fair to the other person.
Yeah, but it's also a lesson learned from the past, too, which could bring up some old scars. Update.
Okay, update.
Hello, all. I wanted to provide you with an update. Apologies for taking so long to update. My life has been a whirlwind for the past 8 months, and I honestly haven't been the best mental state. So about 2 months ago, a police car pulled up to my house, and 2 police officers knocked on my door. They told me they were there to do a wellness check on my husband. And because his girlfriend hasn't heard
shit.
from him in 3 days and was worried about him. They asked me if I was his sister or what my relation to him was. I told him I was his wife, and beyond that, I can't remember what I said.
Oh, no.
I was in shock. I just couldn't remember. I just remembered them leaving and me closing the door crying. He was at work at the time, and when he got home, he could tell I was upset. I mean, it was obvious because every time I tried to speak, I would just start crying again.
She should have just thrown his stuff out. Oh, man.
Eventually, I got to the point that I guess he knew he had to come clean, and he told me everything. So yes, I found out he had been cheating on me with an ex-coworker of his. Not only this, he had been supporting her and her 2 kids because she couldn't hold down a job and he didn't want them to end up homeless. The reason she couldn't hold down a job is because she was/is into drugs and couldn't go on week-long benders where she just wouldn't show up to work. And he says that about a year ago, she called him out of the blue and cried to him and said that she was about to lose her apartment because her husband was cheating on her and had basically vanished. Ironic, I know. Leaving her with all the bills that had to be paid and her 2 kids needing food and school and new stuff for school. He says that at first it was just financially supporting her and the kids until he started doing drugs with her, and that's when things escalated. He told me that he had cut things off with her 3 days before the police showed up, and that's why they were doing a wellness check. So I asked him if that was where he was going when he was sneaking out. He said yes, for the most part.
For the most part.
He also said, to be fair, I would really just go on a walk or drive around sometimes. And I know there are going to be a lot of questions about how I didn't notice the missing money. So here's my answer. We have separate bank accounts. He pays for his bills. I also pay for mine. And our joint bills come out of my account, and he pays me back on whatever the total is for those bills. And, well, he never stopped paying me for those bills. And household things that were in his name never got shut off. So I had no reason to think
question
anything
the
was
money,
wrong
yeah.
in that area. I have also been emotionally numb for these past 2 months and he has been begging me for about 2 months to make a decision about our relationship, as in divorce or work things out.
I think he made the decision.
Because being in limbo is really stressful for him.
Oh.
I honestly just don't know what energy to put into anymore. Thinking about the future and everything right now makes me feel like I want to throw up. All of my friends and family are telling me to get a divorce, but I don't know. Everything had been great until 8 months ago, and our lives are so intertwined. That feels so stupid for me to say, but I'm basically paralyzed with numbness. I did, however, make an appointment for couples therapy, so I guess I will see how that goes. He seems up to it. And I just wanted to extend a thank you to the people that took the time to read this and the last one.
I didn't see that. Maybe it's because my brain works differently, where I don't just automatically think everyone's like a total D-bag and cheating. And because in my brain, I'm like, why would somebody go cheat at 4 a.m.?
Last relevant comment. Out of curiosity, did she know you guys were still together, meaning the mistress?
I bet she did.
And Opie
No,
says,
didn't.
yes.
Yes,
He says
see?
he told her that he was married.
Well, shame on her and shame on him.
I mean, I'm going back to the adage of trust your gut. because she knew something was up. She smelled diabetes. She knew that was coming into the household.
I didn't think it was that.
Trust versus suspicion.
4 a.m.
Yeah. And at what
Wait,
point
so-
does I trust you become your behavior strange enough that I deserve answers? Like, when do you say, look, we got to pull it in just because I need to know?
If your gut is that strong and you know something's up. But my question is, okay, so this other woman had to live relatively close because he wasn't taking his car to go there. So she must have lived close
he said
enough.
he was taking a car sometimes.
did say
He said
that?
sometimes he would just drive around,
Oh, man.
She must live close. I mean, that's
Do people
fine.
really behave like this? Mm-hmm. This shit really happens?
But she had a serious trauma response from this.
Well, now she's going to trust no one. She's going to have no boyfriend, no nothing ever again. Get a dog.
Because here it is, round 2.
Yeah,
I mean, what
get
is
a
it?
dog.
What's the like? You fool me once, shame on me.
Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah, or something like that. Shame on fool me 3 times.
Damn.
I know. In a
4
marriage,
a.m.
where's the line between personal privacy and damaging secrecy here?
Oh, everyone has a right to their privacy, but when it's harmful or hurtful, that's where the line is drawn. Mm-hmm. Like, if you, I just don't I'm not the kind of person that's like, I'm going to keep secrets. Like, one, I'm a terrible liar, so I could never have a diabetes.
Yeah.
So I just don't do it.
Right.
And if I feel like I need to keep secrets from like my husband, like, why would I be married to that person?
I knew the problem in this story when he said, don't worry about it. I was like, that's a red flag for me on the play. Just because it was such a don't worry about it. He was just pushing me off. When I would have an absolute concern, where the hell are you at 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. every morning? Don't worry about it. No, you got to tell me something.
I mean, I will tell you, like, if Jim wakes up...
You wouldn't accept that as a currency.
Jim would just go in the living room and watch the TVs. He's not going out gallivanting around the town.
No, he doesn't have the energy for
No. But if he did,
But
I'd
I
be
mean,
like, what's going on?
if someone says "don't worry about it," that makes me
now
worry
I'm
even
worried
more.
even more.
Right? Isn't that a trigger?
Now it's like, now I got to go FBI on you.
right. And now I would follow your lead, and I would have followed him.
See, that's my whole thing. If I feel in my
But
gut...
if you get caught following your husband, that just shows you don't trust your husband, and you see
it
how that
doesn't
flips.
yes, that's true. But if I have to follow you, you're doing dirty, and I want to see for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want somebody to show me on a post or text me, or I need to see for my own eyes.
So
I
is
did
it
that
wrong?
once.
Is it wrong to verify? Is it wrong
No.
to check?
Nope, it is not wrong. I did that once.
Tell me.
Well, not with my husband. And I said, listen, this behavior is not good. And if it's not this, if you're not in by this time, I'm going to get my car and come find you. Well, they thought I was bluffing.
Yeah.
Well, guess what the F I did? I got in my car and I drove to where that location was.
Which was far
I
away.
saw what I needed. No, it was on St. Augustine Beach.
Oh.
Saw what I needed to see, and I marched my ass right up the stairs and started beating on somebody's front door at 3:23 a.m.
My God. Thank God
Because
that's
I knew,
over.
I said I know this, so I did it.
Yeah. Oh.
But you know that's true. Like, but that's me. If I don't
But
feel
different
something's right,
responses for different people.
Correct.
You are an aggressive
I'm
person.
gonna go find out.
Where I want to get into the
I don't
conversation
think you would
of
follow someone.
emotional numbness. Like, that is definitely something that I probably would have experienced because
yeah, you would.
emotional numbness is like you're trusting your partner and you just have to just let it, and I think that's another scary thing.
I think everybody gets to that point where they're just like, there's nothing left to say, so no response is the best response.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of like,
How about the rushing to make a decision because he is it's uncomfortable for him if they're going to stay in the
I'm really
relationship?
sorry that it's
I think
uncomfortable
that
for
would have
him.
been a deal breaker for me right there. I would have broken up with him after that.
I think by the time the police came and they said welfare check, I would have had his stuff out, and I probably would have driven it to his work and dumped it on his desk.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at least put it in the front yard and had the locks changed.
I think the person that broke the trust here obviously doesn't have a still life. You know what I mean? Like,
It goes back to
they want relief quickly.
he's only mad because he got caught. It's that whole thing,
Yeah.
narcissistic behavior.
Yeah. And I also find that interesting on this story, too, is that there was a point where when she said everything was great up until 8 months from now.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't great. I mean, there's a lot of things that were obviously hidden
I
underneath.
think she probably...
This is one of those couples that they don't communicate
But
enough.
she also probably overlooked certain things because she wanted it to be great.
Right,
'Cause,
exactly.
we all do that. Sometimes we want it to be so great that we overlook certain things. And
Sure.
then the things just pile up. It's like that closet, that junk drawer you hide stuff in, and then you open the drawer and you can't because there's so much shit.
So
It's
much
like that.
stuff in there, yeah. But I mean, I think it's a myth that everything was great because there are definitely other things that were going on in the background that make this story even more
I
significant.
concur. That was good.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one. I really, really thought I didn't know what to think in the
They
beginning.
must not
there.
have dogs because if Jim got up at 4 a.m. and left, my dogs would go ballistic.
Yeah.
So they don't have no dogs.
Well, let's get over to Panache and clean this up a little bit
Yeah.
here. Here we go.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the truth. Detective Harden over
It's
here.
true. I have a PhD in find outology.
She does. She will find out and figure it out and make it great and fair and just
And
to
to be
all
honest,
concerned.
my gut.
You were pissed about that Reddit on the
I
commercial break.
am.
Yeah, you were like, damn it, I didn't think he was
But
going to.
like I'll tell you, my gut is usually never wrong, especially with people. I'm usually right away. Some people take me longer to figure out, but I usually figure people out right away. I'm pretty good at it.
Well, that one
I
threw
play.
you.
I'm the head of HR for Sunny TV.
That one threw you for a loop a little bit on that one.
Yeah, man. Oh,
All right, three
all right.
stories here. Actually, interesting stories here. Okay, so we've got Tim Hortons order that turned tragic.
Oh dear Jesus.
I know. A 75-year-old woman named Anita Grayson died after a physical altercation with employees at Tim Hortons. This happened in Fort Wayne, Indiana. According to police, Grayson went inside to the store to address a problem with her drive-through order. Things escalated with a teenage employee and a shift lead, and a physical fight followed. After the fight, police say Grayson sat down, used her phone, then later laid down on the floor. She became unresponsive, was taken for medical care, and was later pronounced dead.
Oh my
Her
God.
cause and manner of death are still pending, and her family disputes the police account. Now, listen, we all have that drive-through order go sideways. We all have that open bag and betrayal. Missing hash browns and wrong drinks, blah, 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 blah. But there is no coffee, no donut, no sandwich, no muffin that should end with a 75-year-old woman died. Apparently, the employees are traumatized. Families are grieving. This is where the story becomes bigger than Tim Hortons. It's about escalation. It's about customer service workers being on the front lines of public frustration. It's about how quickly anger can become physical and about how normal mourning can become a headline before anyone else has a chance to breathe. Mel,
God.
give us some
All
details.
right, so I know we've all had those situations in the drive-thru where our order is wrong or something that makes us upset. Okay, but a woman died with what if should have been a routine customer
Must have been
service
cardiac
complaint.
arrest or
That's
something.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Second, the people involved: a 75-year-old customer and a 17-year-old employee and a 20-year-old shift lead. So we're talking about older adults, younger adults, workplace safety, public behavior, and how employees are trained to handle conflict. Third, the family is disputing the police version of events. While police say the investigation included witness interviews and video surveillance review, the cause of death are still pending. This hits a nerve for me, guys, because the world is turning into this place where everybody's acting like rabid raccoons.
So do you think customer behavior has gotten worse in some of these public places? Or do you
Yes.
think customer service has gotten less?
I think I'm going to go with both because people these days don't know how to react and have positive conflict resolution skills. Because you see these videos online about the Waffle House worker. So people are starting to realize, like, their brains are starting to become like, oh, that's how I'm supposed to act when something goes wrong.
I just don't understand why we have these small inconveniences, then people just go like fly off the handle.
Because people don't know how to handle things
it's
anymore.
fast food. They can make it something really fast.
They don't know how to handle things anymore because the world is turning into this place of like constant chaos and negative and bad behavior and hateful. Because society has been driven by hate and violence. Every day you look at your phone or you hear on the news the hate, the violence. Somebody's getting beat up. Someone's getting shot. Stuff in other countries. So we're inundated with this kind of stuff in our brains and our minds. So it kind of starts to cripple your mind to the point where it's like, well, I don't know how to handle basic things. Like instead of saying, that's okay, I'll wait, you got my order wrong, it's fine, they automatically go for the jugular. This happened to me. I was on my way to the gym. I got an iced coffee, which I usually get one on the way to the gym because it's my afternoon like go-go time to reset. They got my coffee wrong. So when I pulled up to the window, I was like, I got it. And I was like, oh, it's too much cream, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I am so sorry. Looked terrified. And I was like, no, you're good. Just remake it. And she's like, you're the nicest customer we've had all day. She goes, it's my first day. The girl was like 15 or something. Mm-hmm. She said, I just got screamed at by the car in front of you and they threw the drink back at my face. It's a damn drink.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't know how to handle things.
So then now this lady has passed, but
Yeah.
should she be she did this to herself, I feel.
Correct. I agree with you.
I don't feel like the workers or whatever
No,
they
she
said.
got herself worked up for nothing.
I think so too, and I think that's kind of interesting. So I don't think criminal charges should be pressed on the Tim Hortons people. I
No.
mean, they're already traumatized enough. I think time served. I think it's newsworthy. We got to
News.
talk about this because we got to calm down out there, guys. It's getting a little
stop
crazy.
with the bad behavior.
All right, how about this one? Took a lift and left French fries in the back seat. Okay.
All right.
A Florida dad and his teenage daughters took a lift after a beach trip, and he later got hit with a $75 damage fee. The driver allegedly claimed the girls left a mess in the car, including spilled drinks and fries. The girls said, absolutely not. They didn't even have food or drinks in the car. So the dad asked for proof. When the photo arrived, one of his daughters spotted a tiny smoking teapot of truth, a Google Gemini AI watermark in the corner of the image. So let's set this straight. The alleged evidence was not CSI lift back seat. It apparently Gemini make me a messy car with fries and a drink and the spirit of insurance fraud right here. Lyft reviewed the writer's concerns or offered reimbursement, and according to this magazine, permanently removed the driver from the platform. Lyft also said it takes damage disputes seriously and reviews each matter based on available information. Mel, I know you hate talking about it. It's all about AI. What's going on here?
This is news because it's showing that people are using, once again, AI for bad.
You guys got to be able to see the signs on what
Yep.
an AI image looks like so you know what it is.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like this dad was just trying to take his kids to the beach for a nice beach day and took a lift.
True.
And the other problem is you have people that are so corrupt and who would just want he said, oh, okay, I see an opportunity. I'm going to use this AI. And once again, he didn't think he'd get caught.
I mean, I don't want to even be like framed for fries that I didn't even have. That would piss me off too.
Well, first of all, I'm going to eat the fries before I even get in the car. So I don't know who would have leftover
so
fries.
whenever you're presented with something, and this is why I think it's newsworthy, because I really think that people need to pay attention to the images that are in front of you. I mean, I get fake news stories sent to me all the time.
Yep.
Davey, will Sunny TV cover this? Or what do you think about this? I really have had to learn on like how to get into the minutia of these stories and find out, is this AI written? Because that's the truth. Or is it, is this image manipulated by AI in some ways? In which you have to really look at these images and, is it true? Is it fair? Is it beneficial to all
This will make
concerned?
me think twice if I ever have to use Uber or Lyft. Am I going to get scammed?
Right, and so
So
that's
no,
why
I'm not.
I'm
I won't
saying
use it.
newsworthy, just in case if you, so you know what to look for, and that this scam is actually in existence. So
This kid yesterday at the gym, she was working with another coach. She does a really bad back handspring and looks at the coach and goes, "Whoa, that wasn't me. That was AI." I was like, I'm using that in every day. It was so funny, and she like said it and walked away with a straight face. Kennedy comes over. She's like, "Mel, you're not gonna believe what this kid said."
oh my gosh, that
Hilarious.
is funny. Well, this next story is not hilarious, but it is in pop culture drama right here. All right, a Florida attorney and a TikTok influencer have been accused
Oh yeah, this is bad.
in an alleged murder for hire plot targeting pop singer Jack Avery from the band Why Don't We? I don't know this band.
I don't know this band, but this is crazy.
Formerly, according to reports, influencer Gabriela Gabby Gonzalez and her father Francisco Javier Gonzalez, and then boyfriend Kai Cordray are accused of plotting to kill Avery, who is Gabby's ex and her father of her daughter. Prosecutors allege the plot was tied to a custody dispute and included discussions about making Avery's death look like an accident. And let me just say this clearly, custody disputes are supposed to involve attorneys, paperwork, court dates, mediation, and maybe one deeply unfortunate email chain. They are not supposed to involve alleged hitmen cryptocurrency, dark web searches, undercover agents, and code names that sound like a rejected video game villain. According to court documents reported by multiple outlets, investigators allege that Francisco Gonzalez paid $10,000 disguised as web development fees, and prosecutors say an undercover agent was involved in communications with the alleged plot. The defendants face charges including attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and the solicitation of murder. Mel, dive into it.
All right, here we go. First of all, with the way the world is these days,
This
and
is dirty.
You have those things called forensic files. You also have a digital footprint. So to try to get away with stuff these days is very, very sneaky.
Right.
So Jack Avery is a known pop singer, and the alleged plot involved people connected to him through family and custody. So it makes it a very public-facing story, but also a super deeply personal one.
Yeah, Mason.
Second, the accusations are extreme. Prosecutors allege there were discussions about hiring a hitman, using Bitcoin or the dark web,
I don't like Bitcoin.
and staging the death as a car accident.
Terrible.
This raises a bigger question about custody battles. Most do not turn criminal, obviously, but when conflict, control, resentment, money, and fear get tangled together, the damage goes oftentimes beyond the courtroom.
So
Custody battles do get crazy, guys.
I watched a podcast with this Jack Avery guy, and they apparently knew about this, like what was going down way ahead of time before the arrest. And so the cops went to Jack Avery and said, hey, somebody has a hit out on you, and we just want to keep you aware so that you can be aware of your surroundings. This is going to go down, ba 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 ba. So I like that he actually got forewarned about all of this going down. But what a crazy story, and like what the heck? I mean, I know that divorces and child custody can be very contentious, but
really, guys,
taking it up a notch.
That's my other issue with the world these days. People don't realize stuff like that. Like, you get in big trouble. Not only that, like,
she's like caught up in the fantasy
permanent.
of being this like TikTok influencer. Yeah.
Stupid.
News. Unfortunately, it is newsworthy on that one just because we've got to be aware of who is around us at all times.
Crazy.
You just never know. All right, let's get a little wine at Bin 39.
Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You gotta check them out. Bin 39.
All right, let's get into Hey Girl, Hey Horrible Horoscopes. We have Sagittarius and Capricorn on deck. Sagittarius, this one's for Roland. Here we go. The stars have no moral compass today. Which should make you feel right at home. Except somehow you're not even good at being crazy.
Oh, God.
You will make a bold decision, call it freedom, and then spend the next 3 days pretending the consequences are a part of your spiritual journey, which everyone knows is a bunch of bull roar. By Friday, your phone will be full of unread messages, random nudes, and your bank account will auto-transfer $500 to your ex. And, by the way, someone you annoyed months ago will suddenly remember and key your car.
Dear Jesus.
Dear Jesus is right, honey. All right, Capricorn, here's mommy. You are currently in a downward spiral wearing your fashion line called Tired by Tragic.
That's my life.
The only things that you can do now are watch reruns of The Golden Girls, but in Spanish. And suspiciously loud refrigerator noises will turn into an explosion and flings the door open, spilling the milk and the sauces. The unpaid responsibility you keep pretending is under control is not.
That's hilarious.
This week, your ambition will betray you. Your calendar will schedule appointments randomly having you showing up at the wrong times and the wrong places. And one tiny inconvenience will be enough to make you stare out the window like a sad Mary J. Blige song.
Yes.
Not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed no tears. Oh, Sonny,
my
that's
God.
a wrap on this Thirst Trap Thursday. We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived. It's Friday Eve.
that's right, because she's got to pee and we got to go.
Yes.
We love you guys so much. Hit that share button. Bye,
Bye,
Sonnies. Share the show.
Oh, just share the damn show.
Got to share the show. Share the show.
Hit the little freaking
Little
arrow.
arrow. Share, just share it. She's got a bad attitude.
Do it, I gotta
she's
pee.
got to pee.